Oh, what is up everyone? This is OJ over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to the morning cap of PE News. Today we've got a bunch of great topics to get into, so let's go ahead and jump right in. So the PlayStation 4 has sold through 6.2 million units. During the 2016 holiday season, worldwide sales have topped 53.4 million. So now the PlayStation 4 has cumulatively sold through more than 53.4 million units worldwide as of January 1st. That is a number of retail sales to consumers collected from February 22nd, 2014 to January 1st, 2017 in Japan, and other dates depending on what area you are in. And finally, Sony has announced that the PlayStation 4 software has sold more than 50 million copies during the 2016 holiday season in both retail stores worldwide and through digital downloads on the PlayStation Store as of January 1st, 2017. Uncharted 4: A Thief's End has reached a cumulative sell-through of more than 8.7 million copies globally, which includes worldwide sell-through for both Blu-ray disc quantities and digital sales as of December 21st, 2016. PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4 Pro, Sony with what they're doing, all the third-party support that they have, even the first party with Uncharted selling massive numbers, over 8 million units for that game, and it's really just getting going. It's still actually selling. Very good legs on that as far as an evergreen title goes. And yeah, you have to give it up for Sony. They are selling a ton of PlayStations. Obviously for Sony, PlayStation is a big core aspect of their business, so you're going to continue to see them push the envelope when it comes to hardware, push the envelope when it comes to tech, what you can put in there, and push the envelope when it comes to power in their systems. And you're going to see Microsoft up their ante as well. This is going to be very interesting heading into this 0.5 generation with the PlayStation 4 Pro, Xbox Scorpio, and Nintendo Switch all freaking coming out and coming into their own in 2017. So really interesting stuff there. Congrats to Sony for selling so much and doing so well. That's good for the industry overall that they're selling so much. Next, we're going to move on to some rumored details about the Mario X Rabbids RPG game that's going to be going down. So Unseen64's Liam Robertson has dug up some information that he feels to be correct, or as far as what he has heard on the RPG. So let's go ahead and go over what he had to say on Twitter. So he says the game is more akin to a strategy RPG like XCOM. Players will be able to find many weapons, and there is a focus on equipping your characters with the appropriate weaponry. Additionally, they'll need to consider various in-game stats as they strategize. Weapons will feature different properties such as poison. The game does take place in the Mushroom Kingdom, where the Rabbids dimension is sort of invading. Enemies encountered are evil/warped versions of the Rabbids. Naturally, Mario and other characters from the Mushroom Kingdom will be included. Nintendo is said to have been very controlling on how they are used. You'll also find Mario-themed Rabbids who essentially have costumes based on the likes of Mario and Luigi. Ubisoft originally pitched the idea to Nintendo a while back, and it was approved. The Big N was apparently enthusiastic to move forward with the project and oversee it closely. Liam Robertson also claims that the development of Rabbids Kingdom Battle, that's the rumored name for it right now, as far as the content goes, it's finished, and it's even being localized and ready to ship. He's sure that it's been that way since late last year. Despite that, Liam Robertson does believe that it's being held back from the Switch's launch. Laura Kate Day also feels that it's going to be more of a September title. So I do want to talk about this a little bit, because I talked about the Rabbids Cross Mario RPG and how I feel it might be good, and if it's like Mario RPG then I'm going to be happy. And some people were saying, oh well, it's not going to be like that based on some of the rumors. And remember, this is rumor, guys. This is not 100% fact. I'm just giving my opinion on this rumor if this turns out to be true or not. I'm not saying one way or another, but if this is, as far as a strategy RPG like XCOM or like Fire Emblem, I'll be 100% happy with that. I am just happy that Nintendo is taking the initiative with RPGs. That's what I want to see, because I feel that RPGs provide a lot of content to gamers. I feel RPGs provide a lot of depth and strategy and different various things that you can do. Plus, it's my favorite genre. So I love the fact that they're taking the initiative to have a first-party RPG and a collaboration with the big studios such as Ubisoft. So if it's XCOM style and there's a lot of different equipment that you can have, and you can move around on your maps and all sorts of different funny type of things going on, I'll be completely happy with that type of game. And it seems like it's going to be okay based on what Nintendo is doing as far as overseeing the project. project, and how Ubisoft has a pretty good pedigree when it comes to RPGs and mechanics and systems and making it enticing to continue going as far as the mechanics of their RPGs go. I think this could definitely be good, especially a strategy turn-based RPG. Those are actually kind of hard to mess up. So I'm really looking forward to this, and I do think that it could be a great game. All right, and lastly, we've got some big Mass Effect Andromeda gameplay that was showcased at CES 2017. Electronic Arts and BioWare debuted a 2-minute gameplay trailer of Mass Effect Andromeda during NVIDIA's CES 2017 pre-show keynote. The footage that you are seeing right now shows one of the game's loyalty missions, which earn players more loyalty from their squad members. That was actually in Mass Effect 2 and the other games. Mass Effect Andromeda is due out for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC on March 21st in North America and March 23rd in Europe. And what I love about this footage here is they actually show some of the mechanics of how you're going to be upgrading your characters, how you're going to be doing things. And the best thing about this game, as far as the biggest improvement, in my opinion, so far, is the fact that you are not tied down to one class from picking at the beginning of the game. So in Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, you pick a class, okay? And once you pick that class, you're locked into certain types of gear or weapons, skills, and abilities that you can use, all right? And then if you want to try a different class, you have to essentially start up a whole new game and a whole new character and all of that. Well, that is no more. At this point, you have access to everything and you put points into each one. So more like a Skyrim or like a Fallout, to where you can kind of branch off and go into any multiple path that you want. And that is so much better for guys like me who love Mass Effect but want to experience everything in the game. I don't have to have 6 different characters or whatever the case, or start over the game and switch my class every single time, which you could do with New Game Plus. But I love the fact that it's all right in there, so that's really cool. Another thing that I noticed with this 2-minute gameplay is mobility. Mobility is going to be a big factor in this, like a boost dash, and then you also have like a propeller jump or like a rocket jump to where you can go really high into the air. Those are 2 new things in the Mass Effect gameplay. I know that they added like the combat roll or the dodge roll last time, so this one looks like you're adding a boost dash and like a super jump, so that's actually really cool. I'm interested in seeing what other mobility things that they do add, because it seems like it might be more, and there might be some based on your class, because Mass Effect 3 actually had that too with the Vanguard, and certain classes can do different mobility maneuvers that you can unlock. So I'm interested in seeing how far they take that as far as mobility with the combat and the shooting, and everything just looks nice and good. It looks nice and Mass Effecty, which I love, and the graphics obviously running on an NVIDIA GTX, some type of PC, looking great. This is one of those games that I'm probably just gonna have to bite the bullet and get on PC, because I want to experience that smooth 1080p 60 frames per second. I do not want to play this game at 30. I know the last ones were, but I would love to play it at 60 frames per second. They did say that it's going to have full controller support, and I'm probably just gonna have to go with the Origin version, even though I uninstalled it already and I didn't feel like installing it again. I'm going to have to do it just so I can play this on my PC, man, because it needs to be 1080p 60 frames per second. It's looking so good. So let me know what you guys think about the Mass Effect gameplay in the comment section below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and hit that like button if you did like it. Let me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future, and subscribe to PlayerEssence for more news, reviews, trailers, tips and tricks, and everything in gaming. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys for the next video. Peace.